Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. So today for this video, I actually just started doing intermittent fasting because I came from a month or 2 months bulk during the quarantine period. So today I'm going to start intermittent fasting. So I actually started fasting last night. Already fasted for 16 hours straight. And now I'm going to break the fast by eating one whole chicken. Okay, so I'm actually going to cook the chicken using a Kyowa air fryer. While I'm cooking, I'm also going to do a workout which gonna use bands. So if you wanna tune in and if you wanna join the workout, you may do so while watching the video. Okay, so today we're going to prepare a meal of one whole chicken, and we're going to use the air fryer to cook this piece of chicken. So let's start seasoning the chicken. We're gonna put some ingredients to it, like salt. So we have this lemongrass, and also we have our regular seasonings like garlic, onions. So first we gotta prepare the chicken. We're gonna cook it whole and raw. From here we're starting with seasoning the chicken with a little bit of salt. So if you're conscious about sodium, you're just gonna sprinkle a bit. Add some taste to it. First up, you gotta rub it on the chicken. Make sure you're covering all the sides, the drumsticks, the wings, and of course the neck. So for this one, we're going to include the neck once we cook it. Okay, for added flavoring, you can also add some lime to it. Here in the Philippines, we call this calamansi. Just add some spice. Okay, then rub it all over. So let's have it ready for the air fryer. We're going to take the lemongrass, pull it a bit, try to take out the juices out of it. Just crush it with your own hands and try to rub it all over the chicken to make it more fragrant once you cook it. Then insert all the ingredients in the stomach. So let's start with the onions, followed by the garlic. Okay, now we're moving on to the ginger. So make sure you crush it first, put the juices in it, then insert it all the way inside the stomach of the chicken. Alright, now last one, you're going to take the lemongrass and stuff it into the stomach and use it as a stopper. Now we're ready to cook the chicken. Okay, we're now ready to use the Kyowa air fryer. So first, we're going to take off this one, the pan, and in here we're going to put whole chicken inside the pan. There you go. So notice that it fits. Then put it back. Right, there you go. Okay, so for this one, we gotta set it at 180 degrees Celsius. Then set the timer to 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, we'd have to turn the chicken upside down. So while it's cooking, let's go ahead and work out. Work out with bands. Now it's already halfway. Just have to check and turn it over if needed. Let's check it out. Let's try to scoop it out at the bottom. And slowly turn it up and twist. Then set it back for another 30 minutes. Okay, now we gotta put it back inside. So same setting. Set it up inside. Make sure you push until it clicks. Then set it back for another 30 minutes. Like, now let's continue our workout. So I guess you're already excited to take it out. Let's take it out, fryer. Going to pull it out. And here we go. Here is our fried chicken, fried whole chicken. So everyone's already hungry. Add or take a sip of apple cider vinegar. So for this one, you're going to use this as, we're going to add it to the chicken. Add 1 cap. Also, we're going to use or have the chicken be soaked by a bit of the vinegar. Okay, now everything's set. We're now gonna eat. So while I'm eating the chicken, I'm going to discuss to you all about intermittent fasting. So if you haven't tried intermittent fasting yet, it's actually a form of fasting when you're gonna eat for a certain amount of time, then fast for a longer amount of time. So there are many styles of intermittent fasting. We have what we call the 8 hours of eating, then 16 hours of fasting. That's one. That's actually what I do. I eat for 8 hours around the clock. So I eat around 2 or 3 meals within 8 hours. And also I fast 16 hours. So here's how I do it. I actually don't eat breakfast. So I start eating at around 2 or 3, which means that I'll have around 2 until 10 to eat. So after 10, I won't be taking in anything. I'm gonna fast until the next day at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So for intermittent fasting, what are the benefits of it and who would be able to do it? I would recommend doing this type of fasting if, of course, you're healthy, you don't have any stomach ailments like ulcers or gastritis or have an acidic stomach, you can do it. And also, timing is very flexible. You can choose to fast in the afternoon or fast in the morning, which means that if you're a morning person, let's say if you're very active in the morning, you work, you think in the morning, you can actually eat breakfast and skip dinner. But let's say if you can't sleep without eating, then it's better to skip breakfast, then eat your dinner. And that way, you'd be able to complete your fast. Other people, they also eat at least 2 times a day within the fast or just 1 meal a day. Those are the people who would be able to fast for a longer amount of time. The only backdraw with that is you won't be able to work out well. That's why you'd have to rest for a longer period of time. And this chicken is so good. So what is the difference of intermittent fasting with low carb or ketogenic diet? For intermittent fasting, you're just following a time frame of eating or a window of eating. For keto, you're just going to bring down the carbs to around 5% while eating the rest is fats and protein. Well, more on fats for keto. Well, for low carb, you're gonna go from the low carb to no carb while focusing your macros on either protein and a little bit of fat. So what would be the best? It actually depends on what makes you complete your diet. Some people, like people with diabetes, they benefit very well from keto and also from low carb diets because their body won't be able to metabolize carbs. Some people like me who are also competing or lifting weights, we're good with intermittent fasting with counting macros. So we still have carbohydrates, we still have protein, we still also have fats in our diet. So it depends actually on what you can maintain as your lifestyle. So whatever you can maintain, that would be the best. The only thing is, if you want to lose weight, just focus on caloric deficit. So whatever helps you in a deficit, that's what you're gonna do. If doing fasting helps you get a deficit, do fasting. If doing low carb helps you get into a deficit, do low carb diets. Whichever of the three where you can maintain for long, that's what you do. Alright, so I'm going to consume this whole chicken in just, let's say, around 30 minutes, starting eating now. Okay, so we just finished eating the one whole chicken. Well, there's some pieces left, but I guess that's already okay. We're gonna feed it to the dog or the cat. But the main point is, if you're planning to do intermittent fasting, make sure to consult a doctor first or check the conditions that you need to meet before doing the fast. So you have three options here. You can go 16-8, you can go 24, or you can even go 23-1. Depends on how you want to do it. If you want to lose weight, then make sure that you do fasting without too much exercise or too much activity. Because if you do so, you might faint while doing activities, or you might not have the energy to do things. Alright, so here's Coach Sid. So tune in to my channel for more videos, workout videos, tips, and also diet videos. If you have any questions, put it in the comments and we'll try to answer that for the next series. See you and enjoy your meal.